If you find yourself having argument after argument with your partner and you're coming out confused, misunderstood, and defeated, your partner might be a manipulator. In this video, I'll go over 3 signs that this is happening within your relationship. If this is your first video that you're seeing of me, my name is Dr. Lilli, and I help you heal from toxic relationships so that you can create the healthy relationship of your dreams. Sign number 1 is that they make you feel unsafe. This might be physically unsafe, emotionally unsafe, financially unsafe, or any other forms of lack of safety. If you feel threatened in any way, this is a significant sign that they could be a manipulator. If you find yourself having a differing opinion or trying to speak up for your needs with your partner and they threaten your safety, that is a form of manipulation because they don't like that you have needs. They don't like that they are being threatened in their position as a partner, and this is hurting their ego. So in order for them to gain back that power and control over you, they threaten you. And again, this could come in the form of your physical safety, your financial safety, your emotional safety. Physical safety looks like hitting you or threatening to hit you, threatening to hurt you or take your life, or threatening your friends or family. None of those behaviors are okay, and I urge you to seek help. If you are in an immediately threatening situation, please go to the police. If you need help, there are shelters located in your area, and please reach out. While my videos are not mental health advice, I do care about your mental health and your well-being, so please take care of yourself if any of that resonates with you. Threatening your emotional safety could mean that they say they won't love you if you don't do something, or they say that they'll love you more if you do something, or that you're showing your love only if you do what they want you to do. Those are all signs that they are trying to manipulate you to do something, and it's threatening your sense of emotional safety and peace. Emotional manipulation may also look like threatening to share something that is vulnerable about you to the public or to people that you don't want to know certain things about you. It could be that they threaten to use your weaknesses against you in some way in order to get you to do what they want. They might even say things like, this is what love is. This is true love. If we fight in this way, that means that we are meant to last. That means that this is true love. They might tell you that you'll never find anyone that will love you as much as they will, or that you don't deserve to be loved by anybody else. They could say things like you're not worthy of more or deserving of more. And all of that is to manipulate you to make you feel less than so that you will stay with them. Financially threatening you may be threatening to withhold funds from you, or important resources like food or your ability to access those things. It might also show up in the form of financial control, so only giving you X amount of money for very specific things, trying to keep you stuck and reliant on them financially so that you can't be a whole, independent, and full person, so that you can't run away or do more for yourself that would increase your sense of self-worth and your confidence or how you feel about yourself, because if those things increase, then their control over you will be threatened. So they will use financial resources to keep you stuck and keep you in place. Sign number 2 that they are a manipulator is that they use guilt to control you. This is a lesser known form of manipulation. They might make you feel bad for sticking up for what you want and what you need, or upholding boundaries of yours. They might make you feel guilty for spending time with friends or family members or people outside of them, because that means they will lose control over you. And if you are influenced by other people and they are trying to keep their control, then you could start to realize your own self-worth and value and no longer rely on them. If they are using guilt to try to get you to do something or prevent you from doing something, that is manipulative behavior. Them trying to make you feel bad, trying to shame you and guilt you about something that you did or something that you want to do is inherently manipulative. Sign number 3 that they are a manipulator is that they try to bribe you. Bribery means that they are trying to convince you to do something or not do something using something that you value. So this could be with money, it could be with sex, it could be with spending time together. Anything that seems positive that you would value, they will use that to dangle a carrot in front of you to get you to do what they want instead of what you want or you need. Oftentimes, they will use bribery to keep you stuck, especially if they realize that you're starting to see that they're not a healthy partner for you. They may use bribery to try to convince you that this is a good relationship. And they keep trying to show up in a way that will make you stay, but their intentions aren't pure. They're only doing it to get you to do something that they want. It's not coming from a place of true, genuine care for your best interest. It is because they don't want you to leave them. Sometimes that feeling of somebody else wanting you to stay and not wanting you to leave feels so good because we have an abandonment wound that is afraid that if somebody leaves, that means we're not good enough, that we're not worthy, and that ultimately will mean that we'll be alone and potentially die. And so it feels so good when it seems like this person wants us. They want to claim us. They want to take control of us because it means that we're wanted and not being abandoned. But being wanted by somebody who is manipulative and doesn't actually care about you isn't healthy for your well-being. And you can't build a healthy, sustainable, and happy relationship with somebody that doesn't have pure intentions for the both of you. And the conflicts and issues that you have now will continue to grow and spiral if nothing changes. Because as long as nothing changes and you stay in the dark, they will gain more power and they will get everything they want. But you will end up feeling small and weak and dejected, and one day you'll wake up and look around and wonder how you got here. But it doesn't have to end that way. If you can see these signs of manipulation within your relationship, you need to start evaluating whether it's a relationship you want to stay in. Because you deserve to be with a healthy partner. You deserve to have that love that feels safe and calm and secure. A love that is not controlling, that is not manipulative. It is out there, it exists, it is for you. But you have to take the first step and say that, yes, that is what I want. I deserve that love and I want that love. And if you can say that, then you're on the right path to getting it. And if you really want to claim that love and leave behind the toxic, unhealthy cycles of past relationships, you can book a free one-on-one consultation with me for private coaching so that you can finally have that everlasting love that feels light and warm and calm and peaceful because you deserve it. Sometimes bribery can also look like being extra sweet, being super kind and nice and trying to present themselves in a way that makes you feel like you owe them in some way. They are overly accommodating, overly kind, and it's just a form of manipulation and a way to get you to show up in the way that they want for you. Now, this isn't always a conscious thing that they're doing. Sometimes these actions come from a subconscious and wounded state. However, it is still a form of manipulation, and it's important for you to recognize it. Because as long as there's manipulation happening, there's some sort of unhealthy dynamic that is being presented within the relationship. It doesn't mean that you have to leave the relationship, but it does mean something has to change. If you want help figuring out how to realign yourself to a healthy relationship dynamic, you can book a free one-on-one consultation with me. The link is down below. Bribery could also look like, if you do this, then I'll do that. Sometimes that's in the form of compromise or a true game plan, something that is positive for both people. And in that case, that's not manipulation, that's just an agreement. However, if they're saying, do this thing for me and I will do this thing for you, and this one thing that they want to be done is something that you don't want, something that crosses your boundaries or feels bad to you, feels disrespectful, then that is a form of manipulation and that needs to be recognized. Now, all of these signs and the examples within them can vary in degree. Sometimes they're small, sometimes they're big. If they're on the smaller side, it doesn't mean that you have to throw the whole relationship out the door, but it does mean that something needs to be addressed, and both people need to work on making sure that the relationship stays healthy with genuine intent for both people. If these behaviors are showing up in a grander way, if they're showing up in a more extreme version of it, and it's not feeling good or healthy to you, then it means that something needs to be addressed, or you need to leave the relationship entirely. To some extent, this could be threatening your safety or your life, and that is not okay. And this video is permission to seek help. If you recognize dangerously manipulative tactics, then it may be time to seek help. And again, while I can't provide you mental health advice over this video, I do care about your well-being, and I hope that you seek out the help that is necessary. Ultimately, nobody can make you feel a certain way, but they can try to manipulate you to feel that way. But if you recognize that this is happening, then you won't get caught up in their manipulative behaviors and you won't have such an emotional response to them. And this puts you in a more powerful state so that you can decide what is really right and healthy for you. And now that you know these signs, it is up to you to decide what happens next. Will you stay in an unhealthy and manipulative relationship, or will you choose to step into something greater and reclaim your sense of self-worth and confidence? This is something that everybody deserves. And if you want direct help with this, I would love for you to book a free consultation with me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.